Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. Are you ready for it? Super Bowl, Super Bowl. It's happy and it's sad. It's the last game we're going to see until another year, but I've been looking forward to this. Don't ask me who's going to win. I have no idea. Just probably whoever has the ball last, you know. I'm going for the Chiefs, and they're all watching Taylor Swift's playing. John told me Fox News is obsessed with her now. My sister's reporting from Tokyo that during the concert, all these people were wearing Kelce jerseys. She's really taken over the whole world, you know. So, yeah, you guys know I'm invited to this Taylor Swift Kelce party for my niece's 10th birthday. I've been going crazy trying to order stuff, and I ordered a hoodie from the Eras tour, and it just left China. It won't be here in time for the party.
30 days.
Yeah, but you know what? I got a Reputation bracelet coming. I'll be ready. But this is what my niece asked me for. I'm like, Ariana, what do you want for your birthday? Front row seats to Taylor Swift. Yes, I have thousands and thousands. Thank you, honey. I'm not even your favorite aunt. I come in second, and there's only two.
Which could be.
Yeah, but I mean, I wanted to take her. I told you that, but she's like, I don't want to be in the nosebleed section. I'm going to kill her parents. They did this to her. And then she was asking for all kinds of things. I got her a Roblox gift card, so I'm sorry, honey. Can't get you. She's like, non-obstructed view. How does she even know to talk like this? It's not normal. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about the Grammys. We're going to talk about the Real Housewives. We're going to talk about Vanderpump Rules. If you look, I got all these drugs around me. Thank you, John, for the honey. And my favorite cough drops because I can't breathe, okay? I hope I make it through without dripping out of my nose on John's desk. I had to plug it up. I couldn't take a Benadryl because you'd see my head fall on the table. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll probably be sleeping tonight by the time the game starts. So the special counsel on Biden called him a sympathetic, well-meaning elderly man with poor memory. That kind of fired Biden up. But they're all saying it's because he was a Trump appointee. Like, I'm sick of this talk. I think the guy's kind of right. He didn't remember when his son died. He doesn't remember being vice president. This kind of scares me. Where is Gavin Newsom? Gavin, step in, please. Oh, we're doomed. I can't believe it. So, Super Bowl 58 in Vegas, the most expensive Super Bowl in history. $9,000 for tickets. $1.8 million if you want to sit where Taylor Swift's sitting. But, yeah, is she going to be there? Yes. John just assured me. They're following her plane. So she left Tokyo. But, female targeted ads for the first time ever. That Cetaphil commercial showing dads wearing a Taylor Swift bracelet. Okay. And his daughter wearing a red jersey. Well, they're both red, but we know it's a Taylor Swift reference. You know what? I used to watch football with my dad. If you want to be close to your father, watch a football game if he's into it. But now my sisters are into it because of Taylor Swift. I'm into it anyway. I love football. Always have. Taylor Swift just sold the Eras Tour concert film to Disney for $75 million. That's how much Aaron Rodgers got paid for standing on the sidelines. Larry Flint's Hustler Club in Las Vegas offered Kelce and Taylor, if they win, a $1 million package that includes unlimited access to the Money Suite, the Ace of Spades champagne bottle parade, $50,000 in cash, which is kind of like pennies to her, and a round-trip limo transportation, and free lap dances. You think she's into that? I don't think. This is according to TMZ. That's if the Chiefs win. And I am picking the Chiefs. I could see either of them winning. And if the 49ers win, you know what? There's a bunch of ex-Redskins on the team, so I'll be happy for all of them. But a little bit about the Grammys, because my sister was like, my mother, everybody calling me about Jay-Z. Taylor Swift broke records, first artist to win album of the year 4 times. My sister didn't think she deserved it for Midnight. It wasn't her best album. Reputation is. But she had the best year. You can't argue with that. And it's so subjective the way you don't know who's ruling these things. They're probably in their 70s, these people. So Celine Dion, my cousin, well, she's like my cousin. We did the, 23andMe or Ancestry. And she presented the Grammy, and Taylor Swift kind of ignored her a little bit. I think, my mother's like, that was very rude. But I don't think she meant to do it. She's not overtly rude, but, caught up in the moment, and then she hugged her backstage. But Celine Dion, I love to see her. She's so cool. I always like, that is my secret, person that I really like, that you're kind of embarrassed because of all those damn love ballads, but I do like her. So Miley Cyrus thanked her mother, but kind of gave Billy Ray the snub. I don't know what's going on. But Jay-Z complained about Beyonce not ever winning Album of the Year. She basically has won more Grammys, like, I don't know, 32? Like, stop complaining about it, though. I mean, I get it. You know, rap, it took a long time for them to recognize rap, but... You know, he's probably trying to still make up for the fact that he cheated on her. But, you know, she did win Best EDM Album. Me, as an ex-EDM DJ, I had the first house music show in where I live. You know what? Diplo deserved that. When she came up there, she probably knew it. She's like, thanks to the gay community. The gays run that crap. I wanted to say another word. But I like Beyonce. I'm not a fan of her music. I think I have like maybe 2 house music songs that were mixed in that were pretty good. But she's not EDM. She's not EDM. But I don't go around screaming about it. Like, who cares? She seems like a nice role model. And they're trying to make people like enemies. But Taylor went to her party, and then Beyonce went to hers, and they're okay. So SZA was asked about how she felt about losing Album of the Year to Swift. Now, everybody, that's critically acclaimed. I don't really know her, to be honest with you, but she said, I'm grateful I won 3. I could have left with nothing. Is that a good attitude or what? I didn't. I'm grateful. That's what we want to hear. She's a cool person. It makes me like her. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey nominated her former girlfriend of 9 years to the state's highest Supreme Court. I can't pronounce her name. It's Gabriel, oh my gosh, Wolahogian? I don't know. I'm sorry. So the lesbians are taking over, just to let you know. Of course, we're in Mass, so... Oh, together 8 years, sorry. Lesbians either, like, die together or it ends up in court. She's been on the appeals court since 2008. She's heard 2,700 appeals. She's qualified, clearly. Authored more than 900 decisions. So, you know, come on. Like, men never do this. Men have been sleeping with women they work with and like for years. Like, the minute a woman does it, it's like a big problem. Like, as long as she's a good... Like, look at what Trump appointed, Amy Coney Barrett. Did she ever even argue before the Supreme Court? Did she ever argue? I don't think so. Taylor sold her jet right before the Super Bowl. Because you know why? Because it's, she used it for touring for 13 years, so maybe she got rid of it because of the 13 number. She's a lucky number. It can't get her to the Super Bowl. I guess it's beyond the range to get from Tokyo to Las Vegas. Also, Kelce can't stand up in it. It was, the cabin height is 6'2", and he's 6'5", honey. He's a tall man. Rumors are flying. Travis is going to propose. They kept asking him. Every other question was, you're going to give her a ring? You're going to give her a ring? He's like, I'm waiting for the Super Bowl ring. It's so distracting. You know, what's this Taylor Swift song about? If she wrote a song about you, what would it be? He's acting really cool, but Mahomes likes anti-hero. Poor Mahomes, his father got arrested for driving while intoxicated. That's a little bit of a distraction. But, you know, the 49ers, it's pretty evenly matched except for Brock Purdy is young. It's his first Super Bowl. He's going to be nervous. He's got a great team around him. And Kyle Shanahan's a good coach. Joe Alwyn, which is Swift's ex. So Taylor Swift has white nails, just like Tom Sandoval. I don't know what's going on with that. But the Tortured Poets Department is kind of like a play on him. He's got a Tortured Man Club on his WhatsApp group, and he's a little nervous she's going to do some writing about him because he stayed silent about their relationship. I have nothing against Joe Allen. I think every guy she's dated has been like a boy, and sometimes with Harry Styles, it's... Oh, my God. I'm going to start dripping. Sorry. Oh, plug it up, like Carrie White. Vanderpump Rules, that premiere had 3.2 million viewers, 18 to 49. I kind of passed that because I'm old. On Bravo, it's the highest viewership in 9 years on Bravo. Yeah, it's huge. It's a little not as good as last year, but how could it be? Sheena is on Zoloft for OCD, for after postpartum OCD or something. It was Tom Sandoval's birthday. He wanted to have a party, and Ariana, he wanted to put her up in a hotel. She said no, and if you make noise, I'm going to call the cops. Do you agree with that? I think that he can have a party. They both live there. He pays half the rent. He was complaining she doesn't pay him any part of the mortgage, any utility bills, anything. But, you know, I think she's very angry still. I think, you know, can you imagine her calling the cops from the house? The call's coming from inside the house. Tom hasn't heard from Raquel. They're talking about her in 3 weeks. He misses her. He's needy. He's still in love with her. He's still a narcissist. I can't really stand his personality. Pump closed after 10 years. I didn't know it was a gay bar, though. I kind of just found out. They kept showing scenes from past seasons, which makes me think this season's going to be kind of weak. Maybe until Jax shows up. Schwartz talked about asking Sandoval to step away from his own bar because he's toxic. So he's been like a silent partner. Sheena's back in the recording studio. Do you remember how she was like, the way she sings? I don't really like her. I don't really like her singing technique. Maybe like for sleazy stuff. I don't know. But she's so off key. So she was talking about postpartum OCD, which I kind of like. She doesn't want to leave her kid with any strangers. And Brock, her husband, is getting kind of upset. Like, I miss the old Sheena. He wants to go out and have fun with his wife, you know? Okay. Yeah, he's very unhappy. I don't really like Brock. Take the mic off him. I kind of can't get over when he tried to use James and Raquel's engagement venue to marry Sheena because he didn't want to pay any money. I just think that's kind of scummy. Allie started her own astrology business. She's into astrology. So she has clients. She does their birth charts. I want my birth chart done. I don't remember if I ever had that. She did Schwartz's birth chart. He's a Libra too, like me. We're totally different, though, because I'm a hustler. Libras are peacekeepers, wants everyone to get along, loves people. That's why I have my job, definitely. You got to like people. Sandoval invited James and Allie to his party. Really, nobody I recognize except for the transsexual woman. I can't remember her name, Billy. And his vocal coach was there. I'm sorry, but not a ringing endorsement because he's got a terrible voice. So James went in there and said, "Can I talk to you, bro? Do you feel bad about, betraying me?" And Tom's like, "What do you mean betraying you?" So he was kind of cocky. And then he said, "What about you sleeping with Kristen, his ex?" So James got mad. He left the party and then he took a pee. He peed on Tom Sandoval's bush. Okay. Ariana had the highest grossing week in Chicago, the musical. She's really like making so much money and fame from being cheated on. It's great. Watch What Happens Live. Sheena was on it. She didn't know who Jill Biden was. That's silly. Or Nikki Haley. These people don't know in the world they live in. She did know Travis Kelce, of course. I guess Raquel or Rachel, I don't know who she calls herself. She's watching Vanderpump Rules. She talking about it on her podcast. On Bet Online, you can bet what color top Taylor Swift is going to wear. Can you believe this? This is what people are talking about here. Like, probably red? I would think she's going to wear red. So 500, if you bet if you bet 500, you win 100. That's not too much. We'll see if he proposes. I don't think so. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Andy Cohen was on Garcelle's podcast, and she asked him if he's a top or a bottom. I don't really want to know, but he's a powerful top. What does a powerful top mean? Maybe like massive thrusting. I'm sorry to gross you guys out that don't want to hear about this gay on gay stuff. The other gay guy said he was a blouse. What I don't even know what my own people are talking about. What's a blouse? I never heard of that before. A feminine top. What the F? I don't know what these guys are doing. Sutton threw Merce's, what's his name? Merce Cunningham. His ashes into the ocean. The wind blew them all back, and we're all over the backs of all over the ladies, and in Kyle's mouth. The funniest thing was watching Dorit in her 2,400 Dolce & Gabbana heels tripping on cobblestone streets. Before I end the podcast, Kyle was sharing Mauricio putting all his efforts in his real estate business and not really into his marriage. No effort. I mean, really, they've been married for 20-something years, but that's what I fear. You don't want to get tired of someone or get sick of someone, or you don't want that person getting used to you where they don't really, what they find attractive, they don't anymore, or if you make them laugh, then all of a sudden they're bored with you. You don't want that. How do you keep it fresh like that? She said she supported him when he had nothing. I remember when they showed when he came home and he said, "I got fired," and he was like, "I got to start my own agency." She's feeling neglected. She wants to be a priority, as all women do. You got to pay attention to women. All right, you guys, have fun watching the Super Bowl. Thank God I got through this. I'm dying. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe to my channel. It's free. TRIXXI'Podcast@gmail.com. Have fun watching the Super Bowl. See you again next week. Ooh, you did it. You did it. Good job.